Everyone, hope you're doing okay. Yes, hope you're doing all right. Welcome to Games Night episode 3. Well, long story short, cut to the chase. I don't know if it's going to go ahead or not because I don't know. I don't know whether anyone's going to. Well, everyone's all away or busy or whatever at the moment, so I've tried to see who would turn up and things, but I don't know if anyone's going to turn up. So it might be one that's quite an abrupt one, maybe. It might just be a bit of a chat. Might just be sort of, we'll see what happens after 5 minutes. I do apologise, by the way. I need to really get sorted my sideburns out. They're all over the place. Now, you notice that the camera's slightly different today because I've got it on my. Rather than on my tripod, it's actually on my what they call it, monitor. So I'm kind of looking up rather than looking straight this time. So it's a bit of a funny one, but there we go. Anyway, so we'll see what happens. We'll give it 5 minutes. See if anyone turns up. Maybe no one will. Maybe someone will. Maybe everyone will. Who knows? But long story short, what we try and do is basically play the Jackpots party game. So it'll be sort of like quite simple games anyway. Generally, there will be a sort of audience that can take part. I could still set up that when anyone sees there, but I don't know who is in the audience. That's the problem as well. So it could be millions of people. There could be one person. There could be no one. Who knows? So it's one of those. I don't know. I just don't know is the answer to all of it. So yeah. So a bit of a funny one, but we'll see what happens. So basically what would normally be, as I say, I would normally set up Jackbox party games and get into the old sort of streamer mode, I guess you'd say, and then would essentially be sort of either competing directly with people who are part of Discord who can see the codes to join the game, just simple games like trivia games or I don't know, just sort of silly party games, things like this is the gist of it. But as I say, it's one of those. All right, Keep, how are you doing? Eating dinner? What are you having for dinner? Let's see. Is it going to appear on the? Let's see, chat. Oh, there we go. Yes, what do you having? Anything nice? I've not had mine yet. Actually, I'm gonna have mine after this. I bought. I went to like a create your own. I went to Asda to get a create your own pizza. Actually, I've got been a bit indulgent, and I've got sort of like a stuffed crust pizza with all sorts on it. But I normally like onions on my pizza, but I didn't have any, which is annoying. Puff pastry on its own. Must be not having anything in it. Hopefully, you got something in it. Honestly, yeah. Oh dear. Well, I hope you enjoyed it either way. I mean, I must admit, I am a person that who will just eat sort of bread on its own and things like this. Well, maybe not. I'll have a bit of butter or something like that, but I do quite like bread actually. But yeah, it should be quite nice. I'm gonna have to after this week. I'm gonna have to go on a massive diet though. I've just been eating so much. I'm just gonna have to really cut down. Basically, is the gist of it. I've really sort of been eating far too much the past couple, just over Christmas time. I do it every year really. Where I just overindulge. And I think I'd put on a couple of pounds anyway. So all in all, I'm gonna have to diet for quite a while. So I just have to really get into it. So, but I don't mind. I'm ready for it if you know what I mean. So I'm just sort of finishing off the last couple of days where I can indulge myself in these pizzas and things, so there we go. Vegetarian one, you say? All right, I see. Okay, interesting. Yeah, interesting. Sounds very nice. Yes, sounds very nice. I don't know if you're up for games, Cupid. I don't know what's going to happen. As I say, I don't know who's turning up really. So usually we sort of like play with Andrew, Scotty, Luke. There's a couple of new people as well. But gist of it is, everyone's either busy or ill or whatever, so it's one of those. So I don't know really how far we can go with it. Now there are sort of games we can play where it can be me versus the audience. So because not as you know in these games, really with two people they don't quite work as well. You need about 3 or 4 people generally at least. But there is one where it can just be me versus the audience. I don't know how many people are there. Of course, that's the problem. So there could just be me and you. There could be like loads of people there. It's one of those. So I don't know. So we could set that up and see how it goes, but again, if you're eating your dinner or whatnot, I don't know if you can or whatever. So yeah, most of the time the power's just water. Well, fingers crossed. Let's hope it goes. Evaporates. That's what we'd like, QP, to evaporate. Yes. I'll just sit in the sun for a couple of hours, and well, the problem is we don't have any sun, do we? So I can't even do that. So there we go. Also, I do apologise for the looking angle, by the way. I'm as I say, looking up this time rather than straight across. It's a bit unusual for it really. So there we go. I don't know. So we could try sort of starting one of the games, just see how it goes. We'll see how many people are in the audience or whatever. We could get a little prep going for it at least, so at least I can get ready for it. As I say, there could be people who join. You know what people are like. People join late and things like this, but they might, we just don't know whether they will or not. So it's one of those, isn't it? So it could be an interesting one, but it's up to you really. But it's an interesting one all the same though. So we're going to do got a live review scheduled for tomorrow. I'm not sure what's winning actually at the moment. Let me just have a check. Let's have a beef. Let's have a see. I think it was the Canadian special when I last looked at it, but let's have a look. Just see what's going ahead at the moment. So I'm quite interested in that Canadian special actually because I have had them for quite some time. I need to get them reviewed really. So I'm kind of not averse to it being that one. Yeah, it is that one winning at the moment. It's close though. It's close. Bit of a mixed bag actually this week. So one of them. So an interesting one. So yeah, I don't know. So I don't know whether we'll be going ahead with the, as I say, with the games night. I don't know what to do about games night really, because the problem with with games night, well, is that I obviously want to, actually, as we've spoken about it, really want to sort of make the channel a bit more inclusive to just people, not just be about people watching reviews, but getting people involved and becoming part of like a community and things. That's the plan. But the only problem is, of course, is that you just need a lot of people to be involved with that really to take it further. And of course, I've got quite a few subscribers, but generally I think, from what I've seen of other YouTube channels and my own one, it seems to really be only 10% of the subscribers really get involved in a meaningful way. And then only a percentage of those get involved in a more meaningful way, by which I mean, well, a more involved way, not meaningful way, an involved way. So, like, so for instance, being part of, say, being a member or being part of Discord or wanting to participate in games night. So the problem you've got is you only have a smaller and smaller sort of percentage of people getting involved with that side of it. So it becomes a bit difficult really. So that's why if you've got 20,000 subscribers, you'll be quite likely to get quite a few people more involved with it, because it's probably only 1% really that will sort of want to get involved with Discord and sort of games nights and things like this. So bearing in mind, which is why when you only got 1,700 subscribers, 1% is not that much basically. Whereas if you've got 20,000 plus, then it's a bit more of a consistent amount of people. So it's just a bit difficult to cater for really. So I'd like to sort of try and progress things, but it's just going to take time, and it just needs. And of course, the other problem you've got is as well that you need people to be involved to get people more involved as well. So it's one of those. It's a difficult balancing act really. So I'm not too sure. It's a difficult one, is the gist of it. So I do want to continue with games nights, but obviously, I could have done a review today or something like that. So that's the problem I've got really. So it's one of those where I don't know. I did do premieres on Fridays, as you know, for a few months before Christmas. I could do just premieres as well, but obviously I'd like to continue with the games nights. So I don't really know what's the best thing to do. I don't know whether to leave it a bit and to see what happens. Because the problem also is that people don't really want to commit to it as well, and I perfectly understand that. But the problem is with people not committing, I can't guarantee it'll go ahead. You see, so that's the problem I've got. So I don't really know what to do about it. It's a very difficult one to to balance out. Is the gist of it. So I don't know. So I'll give it a couple more minutes, see what happens, see if people turn up. But I don't know if they will do. I'm not sure if they will. So it might be a no go today. I was expecting that, to be honest with you, just because, as I say, it's been a difficult. I think what we've also been after New Year, everyone's sort of a bit, as I say, a bit ill from being around people and stuff like that. And people are a bit sort of partied out as well. And I think generally, just people just want to sit down and do nothing. So it's one of those really. So I'm not too sure. I don't know. But as I say, we'll have to see. So I don't know. I'm not too sure what to make of it. So I could start one off and see what happens. See how many people get in the audience. We'll see what it's like. But as I say, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure. We'll see what happens. I'll tell you what. I'll swap over it. We'll at least give that a chance to see if it does work. So we'll see. So okay, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll just have a swap over then, and we'll see what happens. So let's have a look. I think so, maybe, yes. Can you see me? Probably not, but maybe in a second you'll be able to. Let's have a look. Yeah, okay, there we go. Yeah, you can see me now. So great. So I've got my other things going on now. So yeah, so as I say, I don't know where my headphones on as well. Let's see. Okay, so I can actually hear what's going on now. So I've got the game, well, we've got the things going on. I'll just hide the game while I set it up for a moment. I don't need to hide it, do I? So let's have a look. I'll just sort myself out. So Pole Mine is the game we can play, where basically it's quite good because you can just play with myself versus the audience. But as I say, we need an audience to do that. So that is part of the problem. So let's have a look. So what I can do. Okay. All right, so we'll get it set up and see what happens. You never know. We might have some. Okay, I need to. I need to remember other things now as well, which I've forgotten all about. So it's been a while since we've done this actually. So interesting. So okay. All right. Okay. Okay. Right. I'm just looking at some instructions it's got. Okay. Who knows? Right. Not sure. Right. Okay. I've got some settings going on. Don't know whether they're the right ones or not. So we'll see. So we'll see. So basically, right, I've got it set up. So we'll see how many people are in the audience, see if anyone joins. So there's the code. So you go to jackbox.tv and you can join that way, basically. So if you are in the audience, want to play, and that's how you can do it. But we'll see. Depends how many people turn up. We'll find out. Who knows? So if not many people turn up, then we'll probably just cancel it. I think we'll give it a few more minutes, as I say, and we'll see what happens. But there we go. But yeah, so it could just be no one turning up, basically. Is the gist of it. But that's fine. It's the way it goes. Unfortunately, it's just one of them. Yeah, so I don't think we're going to get many people today. Is the gist of it. I think it's just one of those. So if you want to join us, say jackbox.tv. LUBG is the code. Not really sure how well it will play, but we'll see. There's me on a turtle there anyway, so we'll give it a go. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. I don't anticipate too many people joining tonight, unfortunately. I think everyone's just out and about and busy. Yeah, so what I'll probably do, if it doesn't go ahead this time, I think next time I'll probably have to wait until I can be assured that I'll have so many people here for it, because I just think it's not worth me doing it otherwise, I don't think. It's a bit of a shame, but that's the way of it, I guess. As I say, if I had so many more subscribers, I could guarantee, let's just say 20,000 is a good amount. If I had 20,000 people, you could guarantee that there'd be, the percentage available to play, but unfortunately, as I say, what with so few subscribers, really, I can't guarantee that amount, unfortunately. So we end up with situations like this. It's the way of it, unfortunately, and it wouldn't matter if people turned up late or whatever as well. But there we are. So I think we're kind of a bit doomed. So I'll give it till 2 more minutes. But I don't think I can. I don't think I can spend too much longer doing that, really. But there we are. As I say, so the problem I've got is as well, I could be doing sort of like live reviews. I could be doing other things, premiere. So I've got to bear that in mind as well, really. So, so I think next time in future, we'll just have to sort of arrange it and see what happens when I can guarantee that certain people will be here. I'll wait till I've got more subscribers, I think, with it. I'd like to continue with this, as I say, but, I need to have a sort of guaranteed amount of people coming, I think, which is a shame, as I say, but, so I'll try and sort that. I think there are ways to sort that, I think. I'm not really sure what the right way to do it is. But as I say, if you are in the audience, you want to participate, jackbox.tv, the website, type in LUBG, click participate as an audience, and then you'll just be in. And all you'll be doing, basically, is you don't need a mobile phone, you don't need to pay anything, it's completely free. You'll just be participating along with me. So I'll be doing this game called Poll Mine. I think it's basically where you're just doing like polls and things like this, as in like what's it called? Like the top sort of, I don't know, top visited countries in the world or something like that, and then I'd have to guess the one that has the most votes and stuff like this. But it does require a certain amount of people and this, that, and the other. So we'll see. But yeah, I'll give it a couple more minutes. We'll see what happens. You never know. People might join. No idea. But everyone's doing all right anyway, as I say. I'm kind of one of those where, I'm not sure what to do with it. I'm considering doing like premiere sort of reviews as well. So just do a regular review or regular video, but put it as a premiere for Fridays as well. So just if people want to chat as well. So that's another kind of way of keeping people together. Or bringing people together as well, doing it that way. And it might be a bit more suitable to the channel. I'm not sure. So we'll have to see, I think, really. We'll have to see how it goes. Yeah, right. So, well, it's about 1:15. I think that's probably... Do I give it 5 more minutes? What do we think? I don't know if I can talk for 5 more minutes about something or nothing. I'm not too sure. One of those. The problem is as well, I don't know how well it will work with a few people either. It's one of them. I mean, you don't even have to play. You could chat in the chat window as well, for instance. But again, I don't know. We shall see. Yeah, not sure. Well, I was hoping we might get some people turning up, but I don't think it's going to happen, is it? I don't know. As well, I do appreciate that my channel is a sort of review, food review, chocolate review channel, I guess you'd probably say. So it is a bit out of sorts with the typical, what you might expect of the channel. But as I say, I'm trying to sort of make it to be a bit more than just that, where you get people involved and doing stuff together and having a good time and stuff like this. But as I say, you need, it's percentages. It's like I say, you've got to have only so many percent of people will sort of my subscribers will dedicate to watch most of my videos, and only a percentage of those will want to be active a bit more than just watch the videos and stuff like that. So it's quite difficult, and unfortunately when you've only got like a relatively small amount of subscribers like I have, 1,700, 1,800, 1% of those is probably what I would expect to get involved in things like this, and that's quite a small amount really, and it will take a lot more, so I might have a sort of baseline to get involved early on, but then that's going to be it for until I've got another 1,000 subscribers or whatever, where so again which will give me another 10 people who might be involved, but then you need all those 10 people to be available at the same time. So yeah. All right then, well, I think that's probably it. I don't think we're going to get any more people. I don't think we are. What I'll do is I'll just swap back to the regular thing. Won't be a moment. Let's see. Okay. All right, there we go. Hopefully you can hear me all right. I think you probably can. Let's take the headphones off. Yeah, so I've still got the, I'm still set up in the same way. But what you do is with OBS, you can swap like your sort of, I think they call them theatres or stages or something. So you can swap between them. So basically it's just like a sort of, a viewpoint really. So I've got like this one now where I'm just got the camera just set to be this whole view and this, that and the other, so rather than the game on it. But yeah, all right, well, then as I say, we gave it a try. It was worth a try. I didn't think it was going to go ahead. I was kind of okay with it in a way because I've not had any tea yet, so I'm actually quite hungry. So it's one of those. It's a shame, as I say, it's a shame. But what I might do, I might reconsider what to do with games nights, I think. Because what I might do, I might need people to, I don't want people to need to commit to it early, beforehand. But it's probably going to have to be the case where, at least for the foreseeable future, until I've got, quite a few more subscribers, maybe 4,000 subscribers or something. I don't really know, really. Until I've got, or a good active Discord community, like as in, what I mean is like it's always active, there's always people there, and it's guaranteed to sort of have people involved, I think, is just to it. Because at the moment, Discord's pretty active and things like this, but obviously, it's there's just not loads of people, is the gist of it. It's quite a nice, cosy environment, I think is the good way to say it. But I think, obviously, in order to guarantee that there are people about, I need to have sort of like a bit more, it needs to be evident that there's going to be more people around, more people interested, more people chatting to each other, more people wanting to take part and things like this. Because unfortunately, if one or two people aren't available, it just gets to a bit of a situation like this where, there's nothing that really can be done. It's a bit of a shame. It's just the way of it, I guess, yeah. So there we go. Maybe Denzel, maybe we need Denzel back with all these like 1,000 different employees or whatever it is. So maybe that's what it is. Yeah, oh no worries, QP. To be honest with you, I kind of expected it. I was expecting it, really. Yeah, it's one of those. It's just one of them. So I think, I think in future it's just going to have to be, I might have to either arrange it beforehand, or wait till I've sort of, as I say, got more people sort of, active at more of the same time. It's one of those. I think I've been quite lucky in previous ones where it's worked out. We've only done 2 before, and I don't know. It's just the problem I've got is I could have something now like a normal review go up today rather than this, if you know what I mean. And so I've got to sort of bear that in mind. So for the moment, I've probably got to go with where more of the traffic will lie, really, which is probably, but I don't know. I'd like to continue on with the games now, so I don't really know. I'd like to do it because I'd like them to work, and I think once they get going, it'll be like they'll get a bit of momentum behind it then, so more people want to take part in it. But as I say, unfortunately, I think at the moment it's just a bit too sort of reliant on, like people like yourself and Scotty, just a few sort of dedicated few who do have other things to do. You can't guarantee, you can't promise that you'll be here because you've got other things, you've got other, you've got a life to lead, haven't you? So it's one of those, isn't it? I can't, and that's fair enough. I can't sort of like expect you to sort of be doing it, to be available all the time. And I'm sure you'd like to be, but as I say, things just happen. So yeah, there's one of those. yeah, I'm not really sure what the perfect answer to it is, and I don't think there is one. I think it's probably just a case of I probably might just have to wait till more subscribers or more people are sort of guaranteed to be available. Maybe I don't really know what the real answer is. I think it's just a percentage thing, like I say. I think I've just got to get so many subscribers, so many people in Discord, where it's pretty evident that there'll always be 3 or 4 people at least available. At any one time, generally, for the most part, almost guaranteed. I think that's kind of what it's got to be like, really. So yeah, so there we go, one of those, but never mind. But yes, thanks for at least as I say, trying to do it. And I know, as I say, I knew how it would be. So yeah, so it's just, as I say, it's just the fact that I think I might have to. It's just the fact that I've got to sort of. I could have published a video today, or I could have done something else. That's the problem really with it, so I'm not really sure. And people turn up late as well. So for instance, it's hard to say, people could be turning up later and then want to play. So I don't I don't really know. So it's one of those where it could be that, in 5 minutes time there'll be 10 people here all ready to play, so I don't so it's really sort of an impossible situation. I don't really know, but of course it does start at 7. I think that's the time it's got to be. Yeah, the problem is, Scotty, every night's difficult for different people. There's never a perfect time. Cause so I don't really know. Yeah, I don't know what the best bet is with it. It could try a different day. I don't know. Yeah, not sure. I don't know what to make of it. I don't know what's the best time for it, really. Yeah. So difficult one, really difficult one. I don't know. Yeah, as I say, if yourself and QP are still about, we could try it if you wanted to. It's up to you. I don't really know what's the best bet for it. As I say, it would depend, it really. Yeah. What about doing games or live chat if not many people turn up? Yes. Well, I guess we're sort of doing a bit of a live chat now, aren't we, really? So it's one of those. Yeah, I see what you're saying. So it kind of has turned into a bit of that way. It's one of those, but the problem is I've got Stash Watch as well, you see. So Stash Watch is kind of a bit of a live chat as well. I was watching a preview video. Well, this is it. Yes, that's the premieres basically. That's what I was kind of thinking, because I could just do a review and put it as a premiere or something like that. Maybe even the sort of the lookbacks or something like this. Perhaps I could put that as a premiere. The problem with lookbacks is they take so much time. That's the problem with lookbacks. They're kind of very. It's just hard to guarantee I'll have it ready for the Friday because it takes upwards of 5 to 6 hours to do a look back. They're really really intensive because there's so much editing involved with them and then filming with them. So it's just one of those, But maybe I'll have to try and do that. I'll have to try and see if I can do that. Hi Alan, how are you doing, Alan? Great to see you. By the way. Oh yes, Alan. By the way, if you one you might appreciate. I think if you do what is it now? I can't remember what the channel is now. Yeah, if you do a colon choc, you'll see in the chat, you'll see some emojis, basically some custom emojis. So this like this for this one, for instance. There you go. Yeah, so so you might appreciate that one at the moment, Alan. So I've done that basically. Yeah, so I thought did them today. Might do some. I can only do so many actually, unfortunately, for YouTube. It depends on the number of members you've got, unfortunately. So the more members you've got, the more emojis you can do. But I've done a cream egg one. There we go. So you can feel free to utilize that one. So you can see it there. Yeah, you put colon and then colon choc. So and then basically it will show all the custom ones for the channel. So there's a few of them. Yes, there we go. So custom and then choc and then yeah, that should be it. Yeah, there you go. Does it not? It's not appear for you there, QP, for some reason. Not sure why. Just a cream egg there. I don't know why that is. Might have to be a capital C, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, I think that's what it is. It's got to be a capital C and a capital E, I think. And then you might have to press space after it. So I think, for instance, yours were. You wouldn't think it would matter, but. I don't know. You've got to have choc before it though, QP. So if you do colon choc, it should then bring up a shortcut of all the different ones. So colon choc, it'll then bring up a sort of list of all the different ones. This is not working. Yeah. So let's see if I can show you really. So yeah. So literally colon choc. and then it should do it. Then it should bring up a menu of them all. Yeah, a bit of an odd one that. Well, it should bring them up as a list. Yeah, I'm not sure then really. I don't know. Does it work for you, Scotty? Because I'll say it's literally colon and then COC and then CHOC, and then you'll get like a drop down list of all the different ones basically. But you've got to literally do colon choc, and then once you've typed it, it should do it. I don't know then. Yeah, I'm not sure about that then. That's a strange one. Fortune games just don't work for you as use mobile and don't know how the tech works. It's quite straightforward really, Alan, is the gist of it. Because basically on Discord you'll have access to a sort of you'll know all the different categories like the general chat, the other things. Basically, there's a games night chat as well that you should see, and it's got some codes in there. And all you have to do is go to jackbox.tv and then you type in the code, and that's pretty much it really. So it's not too difficult, and you only need your mobile for that part. Seasonal list. Yeah, no drop down. Not sure what to make of it really. I mean, I can see it. I don't know why you shouldn't be able to see it then really. Let's have a look. I'll show you. See if I can do a sort of print of it. Save as. I'll just show you this, see if this helps you at all, because maybe it's just I've not explained it very well. I don't know. It could be something like that. So I'll just try and I'll just show you this image to see if it helps in any way, shape, or form. Let's have a look. Let's have a see. Just plus one image. Yeah, so hopefully you should be able to do it, Alan. Obviously, if you can't do it, don't worry about it. I don't want to force you to do something you don't, not interested in or what have you. Just see if I can do this. Right, here we go. So let's see if I can. Okay, there we go. So you see here. So you can see I've typed in colon choc, and then it's brought up this list here. You see, but I've not pressed anything to do that. So that's how it should work. Now I can't go. I mean, it might not work for you. I don't know really. Yeah, it's not doing that. I don't know then. I don't know why it's not doing that. That's strange. Yeah, not sure. I don't know. Unless it's just not fed through, because I only uploaded them today. But I don't know. Yeah. I'm not sure why that is then. That's a strange one. I'm not sure what to say about that. Hopefully it's something. It might just take some time. I don't know. I'm not sure. Yeah. Bit of a shame that. Let's just see. Yeah, so choc. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. And it does bring up the regular ones as well, like chocolate bar and stuff like this, like the, need to sneeze. That's me. Oh, sorry about that. It does bring up the regular ones as well, so I could pick, like like egg or something like that, that is there as well. So oh, thank you, QB, thank you very much. Yes. Oh, thank you. Yes, and the plus you bought 2 Oscar buns. Yeah, I'm not tried mine yet, Al. I'm gonna have to review them this weekend, I think. Yeah, so there we go. Yeah, so I'll hopefully get mine out for Monday. Yeah, hopefully it should be nice. But yes, yeah, let's say difficult one to know what to do really about games night. Then not sure. Might just have to do sort of live premieres or something like that, and I don't know really. Yeah, I'm not sure. Well, not live premieres, but pre-recorded ones like QP mentioned before. So might be the answer to it really. But yeah, maybe the permissions are off. Well, let's have a look. I'll just see if I can see something there. Let's have a look. It's a pain to navigate as well to find these things on YouTube as well. I don't know where it doesn't store them in a logical place. It might just be for members, to be honest with you. It might just be for members. So Scotty should be able to do it. Let's have a look. Yeah, I think it's only members actually. I think it's only members. Yeah, I think it's only members actually, QP. I don't think. Yeah, so that might be why you can't see it. So it does mean that Scotty should be able to do it. Because I don't know if he's yeah. And hopefully Alan as well should be able to do it. No, and hi there, Joe. Yes, Happy New Year. Oh, I hope you're doing okay. Great to see you, Joe. How's things been going? Hope you've been doing all right. We were going to do a games night, but I just don't think there's enough people for it really, or it's a difficult one to. I don't know. Yeah, it's one of those. So just sort of in a sort of mini chat basically is the gist of it. For Happy New Year, yes. Yeah, so there should be you've got like a space there, Scotty, after the colon. So it's colon choc. So it's literally colon choc, and then it should give you a drop down list. I mean, it might not be doing. You might be trying different things. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why it's not working. It might just take some time to feed through, but it should bring you up with. Well, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. If you click the emojis button actually in the bottom left of the chat, maybe they'll appear there. If I can. Let me see, I've lost the thing now. Yes, there's like a little happy face image as well. So you see in the clip on the bottom left here, if you click that happy face emoji thing, is that there for you? If you click on that one, that should bring them all up as well. So if you see that thing in the bottom left of that image on the screen now, that should show you all the emojis available. And it should have the custom ones at the top. Yes, the egg one's working. Yeah. So there we go. Yeah, so try it. Yeah, so see, can you see that smiley face there, Scotty? And if you click on it, what happens? Yeah. So hopefully, there you go. QP's found a load of other. Yes. So there you go. So can you see that, QP? Can you see that smiley face icon to get the emojis up? So yeah, so we'll see. So can you see that smiley face icon? Yeah. Can you see that smiley face icon though, Scotty? That's the question. Can you see that smiley face icon there? Because basically, if you can click on that, yeah, so QB can see it. So yeah. So if you see that smiley face icon and you click on it, it should show you a list of loads of emojis, and it should show you the ones, the custom ones at the top. Basically, is the gist of it. Yeah, so I don't know. So can you see that smiley face icon? is the question. So yeah, if you can see that, yeah. But can you see the smiley face icon though? I mean, have you clicked on it, Scotty? That's the thing. If you can see that and they're not there, then we know that yeah, they're just not available yet for whatever reason. Don't know why that is. Strange that really. Yeah, I don't know. It could be YouTube being a pain, really, is the gist of it. But yeah, so if you could let me know if you could actually see that custom, that sort of smiley face icon, that would be useful. No, you don't see that. Yeah, yeah. So I don't know then, really. Yeah, it's a strange one. Now I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't know then. I don't know why that is. It might be that. Oh, don't worry. Yeah, don't worry, Scotty. Yeah. Yeah, thanks, ETUT, yeah, no problem. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure then what it is. I think QP, that's why you can't see it anyway, because you have to be a member. It's just YouTube being a pain. You have to be a member. I don't know why. Yeah, and then for Scott, even though he is a member, he still can't see it. So when you click on it, it should. I'll show you the other image as well. I'll just show you what it should look like. You'll ignore the big clear button. Let's have a look. Save. Yeah, so see. I'll try. Just got it. Yeah, just trying to save the image at the moment. Let's see if I can save it. I'll just hide that image. Let's have a look. So I'll show you now. So it's what it should. Right, let's have a see. Okay. Yes, there you are. So you can see this one now. There you go. So it's got like the sort of Chocolo Roberto ones at the top, and then all the regular ones. And you just ignore that clear button. That's just for the member text appearing. So yes, it should appear that show them at the top like that, basically. Yeah, don't know why it's not doing. So it should be quite straightforward to see it. So it might just take some time. It might need to feed through because I only added them today. So it might be that YouTube's got to, I don't know, say okay to them or something like that. I'm not sure. Yeah, I did have some others there before, but I've deleted them basically. So they probably would have been there if it was a time thing. But unfortunately, because I've removed them all. They're not there. They've not had the sufficient time to appear, so there we go. Yeah. So well, thanks for checking anyway. Thanks for checking. Yeah. Yes. Strange that one. Yeah, strange. Yeah, strange. I don't know. Yeah, not sure what's gone on there. Not sure what's gone on. But it'll probably be, as I say, yeah, it'll probably just take some time to filter through. I don't know. I don't know. YouTube, it's not the best for like I don't know. The sort of, I think they're trying to sort of become a bit better because obviously Twitch and things like this is quite big with sort of live stream and stuff like that. And I think YouTube obviously is trying to catch on to that now, and obviously it has been doing for some time because as you've known, I've been doing lives for some time. But the problem is, of course, I think YouTube for some reason just seems to be quite slow in catching up. There's lots of things on Twitch you can do which are really quite clever. Yeah, if you click on the emoji icon, the live stream shuts down. Crikey, well, that's no good. Yeah, I don't know why. Well, this is the kind of problem that YouTube has. It just doesn't seem to be as good at doing just things it should do. Really, I don't know. I don't know why that is. It's very strange. Yeah, an odd one. I don't quite get it. Yeah, it seems to be a bit problematic. There's just lots of things that are a bit frustrating on it. Really. I'm not really sure why it's a bit like that. I don't really know. Yeah, it's frustrating because obviously you want it to work and you want because the whole idea of this kind of thing is for people to get involved with the channel. It's like QP was mentioning it, and I think Huff as well in Discord. People like to get involved and stuff like this. And it's a way of enabling people. But then when you have blockers on it, where you have to be obviously encourages people to be members, I guess. But when you so that's possibly fair enough. But when you have blockers on where it just doesn't work, or there's some kind of issue with it, or it's not the option's not there, or something like that. It's really it's been a way with Chrome, and I want to. Well, I use Chrome as well. Actually, I'm using Chrome. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It's just. I think it's just YouTube being a bit problematic sometimes. It's a bit of a pain. Yeah, apologies by the way if I'm not looking at the camera all the time. It's just the camera's on a different tripod at the moment. It's not on my tripod base, it's on my monitor, so for the games night it's just in a different place basically. I don't know, it's strange that it's just frustrating, as I say, because obviously when you've got like a relatively small channel like mine, you need things to work because you can't sort of you just need things to work basically. It becomes a real pain when things don't work because it becomes quite a sort of focal point for stuff when something's not working or whatever. It's quite obvious, you can't really get past it, so stuff like that. So it can be a bit of a frustration really, but there we are. But anyway, thanks for trying it, Scotty. Thanks Joe and QP for checking. The thing is, you can do quite a lot with just members on YouTube. That is one thing you does have quite a lot to, and of course that's because YouTube just thinks, well, I want what we want the money basically. It's YouTube for you. So basically, with members, you can do members only chats, you can do members only nights, members only lives. You can do there's lots of stuff that are members only basically. But which I guess is great if you've got loads of members, and then you obviously want to encourage people to become members and things. But obviously, I'm not really at that point. I'm not sure if it's a good idea anyway. But if I was doing this full time and I was doing videos all the time, then obviously I could dedicate a bit to members. Could say, right, let's just have a members chat, a members only night, stuff like this, because every other night would be for non-members as well. So you could do that, and it would be worth doing. But obviously, if I'm doing this, if it's not my full-time thing, and I'm not doing I do quite a lot of videos as it happens actually. So that's But what I'm trying to say is that obviously, if you wanted to do a members only chat night or something, you need to have quite a few members to do it. So the members are only good for people who have got like massive channels, really. So when it's these small little things like just wanting to have emojis and stuff, you can't, YouTube doesn't facilitate that for the smaller channels, and it can be a bit frustrating, really. So I'd like to have more sort of interactivity with people without them having to be members necessarily. I mean, it's great if they are members and things, but obviously, you want to include people, who aren't members as well, and it can be a bit of a pain, like I say, with this emoji business. But then I've got Discord. Discord does allow emojis for everyone. There are things you can do in Discord which can allow people to get more interactivity. There's this Nitro thing, and you can boost the channel and stuff like this. But it's one of those. So I don't know. I think it's just one of them where. It's I don't know. It's that balance, isn't it? It's like I was saying before. It's all percentages with members and subscribers and people participating in things. It's just going to take quite a lot more subscribers in order to get that percentage that are into doing more things other than just basically I think quite about 90% of the subscribers don't generally well, I don't know really. There's a percentage of subscribers that don't watch my videos. You just subscribe and don't really watch. Like you'll see the video sort of, my views on my videos. Generally around, I don't know, maybe 10% or something like that. I think that gets and even then that's not all subscribers. So it's just one of those really where I could start producing sort of clickbait type titles, and maybe that's the way forward. But I don't really want to do that because it's not really do some kind of weird sort of thumbnails and things. I don't know. Maybe I should do it. I don't know. I'm not too sure really. But anyway. Long story short is it's a percentage of subscribers that watch the videos, a percentage that will go on Discord, percentage that will become members, and of course, when I first launched all this, so I had say 1,000 subscribers, that percentage is there straight away, all of them there. But then it will take time before more and more people, join. So it's one of those, yeah. Yeah, clickbait. There you go. You see, yes, yeah, exactly. I don't know how you could do that for a chocolate child particularly, but I could put a disgusted face. I don't know, smear my face with chocolate, say, oh, this chocolate bar did this to me or something like that. I don't know. It's one of those. But in a way, that's kind of what the shorts are for here. I'll probably do some more shorts, I think, because the shorts are quite good because they're very concise, small things. They portray the fact the channel's about chocolate. There's loads of chocolate involved or cakes or something. People are just clicking through and oh yeah, cake, cake channel, subscribe, stuff like that. Yeah, there are channels that have 1.5 million subscribers get 10 to 20k. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, this is it, Jar. Exactly. I think it's also a sort of I wouldn't say a symptom. What's the other word? Not well. It basically results from the fact that they might do lots of clickbait, baity type things. Stuff like that. So basically, people just sort of subscribe and just think, never watch it again. So stuff like that. But yeah, I think it's quite normal. I think it's relatively normal to get only say 10% to 1%. 10%. I think it's 10% views basically. 10% of your subscribers will be actually ones that return to view it. That's what I think it is. Yes, if you enjoy creamer, you'll never guess what happened. That's exactly it, Cupid. I think that's literally it. I think and you could do that, and I think that would probably, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, this is it. There are channels out there who will review a cream egg. They'll have a cream egg and they'll just headbutt it or something like that, and they'll get loads of views. People will love it, But the thing is, my channel just isn't about that, and I think the people who are into my channel appreciate that it is a bit more about just an actual proper review. I think I sort of look at it as like Top Gear, for instance, So I don't know. I'm not really into cars, but I like watching car reviews. I don't know why this is. I'm not really particularly into cars, but I like watching, and I like an actual review of a car. I don't like just to see Jeremy Clarkson drive a car off a cliff. I'm not interested in that at all. It really does nothing for me. I like them to actually sort of sit in a car and review it, But obviously, people, Jeremy Clarkson sitting in the car driving off a cliff will get a lot more views than someone just actually reviewing the car. So, the radio's quite good, or look, it's got leather seats or whatever, and you can see out the windscreen. And I kind of feel that's how my channel kind of is. Yeah, my channel's a bit more like that. I actually review the chocolate properly, and I don't just sort of, throw it at a window and and show what happens, Yeah, so there Charles more technical. Yeah, this is it, Scotty. Yeah, I think this is it. It's and I think that's what people want. So you can go, and there will be these channels that have billions of subscribers, and there'll be some guy, I don't know, melting a load of chocolate, filling a swimming pool with it, and swimming in it. Which it's quite. I don't say that's not amusing, this, that, and the other, but obviously, there'll be quite a lot of people who aren't particularly into chocolate who will still watch that. Whereas mine, obviously, you'd have to be pretty much into chocolate to watch the review. And even then, I don't think most people watch all of my review. They'll just watch certain bits, which is fine, because I'm like that with things I watch as well. So it's one of those, isn't it? Yeah, it's one of those. Thank you so much. Very strange avatar there. But yes, thank you so much. I've seen you before. I think you might have changed your name, not too sure. But thank you so much. Very nice of you to say. Thank you. Very nice of you to say. So thank you so much. Yeah, this is it. I think it's one of those, isn't it? So I think with the shorts though that I'm doing, I've got another one to do actually. I can just throw those out there, and they kind of fill that box where it's just like a little brief thing. People who like that kind of thing can be flicking through, and you can see it and like it, and get a relatively high amount of views. And it might get one person subscribing to the channel, or whatever, and or say let's say 5 people, and one of those might actually stick with it, and that's the idea. And 4 of them might just cancel after a week or so, which seems to be what happens generally. Yeah, so it's an interesting one to do, but I think that's kind of the gist of it. I think yeah, I think it's a bit like that. Basically, I just think you've got your different types of videos, and mine's a bit more technical, like Scotty said. Yeah, and I think that's what people appreciate about the channel. So I think I mean, I could maybe do as well as you could argue that I could do silly things as well, but I don't know. I feel like people. There's no point thinning it out. I think you may as well just stick at what you do, and then people who enjoy that can enjoy it really. Yeah, so it is very much appreciated when people who do leave comments, who do leave who do chat in the chats, who do attend Discord. It all means a lot more, because obviously rely on it a lot more, because it's not just you don't get the sort of the hordes of people basically who will just watch for what because it's entertaining, whatever. It's more about people who just as they want to sort of see the chocolate. So so it is massively appreciated, as I say, and do rely on it a bit more. And it is, for my own sort of sanity as well, it's great to sort of have people enjoy it and things, just because it takes a lot of time. It's not something that's very easy to do, really. I mean, it's it just takes time, basically. It takes time to do. So it's very much appreciated that you do watch, and you do, as I say, come back and you do give sort of feedback and chat and things. Yeah, thanks, Scotty. Yeah, this is it. Thanks so much. Yes, yeah, this is it. I think it's what I want. I don't feel comfortable, I don't think, doing sort of silly things. I mean, I don't know. I don't think I would really. I don't think it's my style even. I don't think, like, it's like sometimes in my reviews I feel like, well, should I be measuring things with a rule and stuff like that? And I think, are people really that bothered? But I just feel like, well, I'm here, I may as well do it, and I like to do it. And it's the whole point of it is so that in the future, there's a bit of a reference point for what the actual measurements were, and people can skip it. I put the timestamps on now, so people can skip past these bits, and people can just skip anyway. It's a funny one, really. You can never please everyone, and there'll still be people for some reason who will still say, it's quieting down a bit, actually. I used to get quite a lot of comments about, oh, your video's too long. Why are you taking that 10 minutes to review some chocolate? Or you not even opened it and it's 10 minutes in or something like that. And I did quite find that some of them were a bit more not sort of malicious. They were just saying it's quite funny that you're reviewing chocolate and then 10 minutes in and you've still not even opened it, and they quite like that. But the point was, in the old days, before the timestamps and things, it was a bit harder to sort of skip past it. And the YouTube's helped with that a bit, with the where you can actually click on the sort of the time bar at the bottom and move forward. So that's quite good in a way. And that was never it was never there before, so that's possible now. So I put that in, and I put the timestamps in the corner as well. So I don't get many comments anymore saying, well, complaining about it taking too long, because I can understand that. Because some, I mean. I can understand someone just wanting to see someone open it and eat it, and which is fair enough. But of course, yeah. Oh, thanks, Anne. Yes, it's not my channel really. That basically, Yeah, good, Scotty. I don't think so. Still be right for your channel. Yeah, I don't think this is it. I don't. Like I say, I don't think if I did, one silly video a week, I don't think it's worth it, because people who like that kind of thing will want more of it, and the people who aren't into that don't really want it. So. There's channels out there that do silly things. People can go watch those if they want that. There's people, who do other kind of reviews or other kind of things. There's people who do baking and stuff like this, and I could do some baking things and things like that. But again, I think it's just not really, for me. I think it's just, So what I'm trying to do is, this is it though. It's like you're saying with this. It's like the games nights. Is that really for my channel? And I'm not sure is the answer to that really. I kind of feel like. Yes and no is the answer to that, because what I wanted it to be is I want it to be something a bit more where people can get together and be a bit more of a community about it, so people can chat and get to know each other and be friends, really, is the gist of it. And I think having things like games nights does help facilitate that. But of course, there is the argument, like you're saying here with Scotty and yourself, Alan, where the channel's not really about sort of silly things, so is it really about games as well? And the answer to that's probably no. So it's a bit of a gamble. It's a bit of one where I'm not too sure if it's the right thing to do. I did do a poll in the in a chat 2 months ago, 2 months ago, something, asking what people thought. And generally, I think 2/3 basically were in support. People who answered the poll, which, you know, again, it's percentages. You only get a certain percentage who will go in the polls, you know. So it's not all my subscribers. It's one of those. Yeah, you know, it's one of them. Yeah, so I don't know, but as I say, it's kind of about bringing people together and stuff like this. Shopping vlog. I'm just not really. The problem with me, Alan, is I'm not a mobile phone person at all. I really don't. This is why I have trouble with things like Instagram and even Discord. I only really reply on my computer. I'm just not into. I just don't really like. I don't like being on demand. I don't like having my mobile. I don't like using it all the time. I'm just not into it. I'm just not. You know. It's just never really been my thing, so I don't really have it. When I go out to the shops, I will leave my phone at home generally. I'm never really... I have to specifically say, right, I'm going to take it with me now to do it. So maybe I should do, but I don't know. I just never quite... Yeah, I don't know. It's even like in Discord things where on Instagram you're taking photos to upload them and stuff like that. I don't know. I'm just not really... It's just finding it very difficult to do that. I'm just not really into it, you know what I mean? I just don't naturally gravitate towards my phone all the time, you know. Yeah. So it's one of those bake recipes we're called to see, but not what you want to do. Yes, but do what you want to do. Yeah, it's one of those, isn't it? There's other channels to do baking, and it's a big thing, really. Glad you're enjoying the caramel, though. It's nice to hear. Yeah, glad you like it. I don't know which one is it, the UK one or the Australian one. Have to let me know. Yeah, leave your smartphone in your room. Yeah, I do that. I just leave it in your. I don't have it with me generally. You know, and to be honest with you, it got a bit much over sort of like after all this stuff when we went into, you know, let's say everyone working from home and things, and more people wanting to get in touch virtually and things like that. It became a lot, really. It became too much for me, you know, just constantly having messages. I found it very difficult to keep on top of messages, and to the point where I just had to kind of stop in the end. Will just check them periodically, or just, you know, I just can't keep on top of them. So, you know, because I'm just not really into sort of checking my phone all the time. I'm trying to make an effort for Discord, because obviously I'm, you know, organised. I want to be in there, so I do actively try and check that. But it's usually on my PC rather than my mobile. You know, and I do enjoy that. It's not that I don't enjoy it, by the way. I do enjoy that, but yeah, it's just one of those where, yeah, but it's just hard for me then to sort of keep up with Instagram, and obviously I've got my comments on YouTube that I try and keep up with, and after all that, you know, it's just too much, really. Yeah, and turn it off at weekends as well. Yeah, I try to avoid it at weekends as well, actually. I don't turn it off, but I generally will, yeah, I'm a bit like that as well. I just try to avoid it if I can. Yeah. Yeah, I've work at Teams, yes. Yeah, we have Teams at work as well. It's one of those. Yeah, it's one of them. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, I think some people use it all the time, actually, when they're at home. And I couldn't be doing that at all. The Australian camera, yes, I've tried it. Yes, it's very. I've got the UK and the Australian one to do a comparison of. Actually, I need to do that. So it's quite far behind with it. But yeah, it is very nice. I think it's better than the UK one. I want to do a comparison, actually. Yeah, it's very nice indeed. I think I've just reviewed the Hokey Pokey one. Did I publish that one? I think I did. Came up with Hokey Pokey. I'm sure I did do. Yeah, which is basically honeycomb. Rest of busy stays, even though I'm not busy. I think people do that, and why not? Yeah. Yeah, it just became a bit much. I think over all this stuff, you know, yeah, just lockdown and things. It just became a bit too much. Just everyone wanted to get into it. So I was in like group chats on various messaging platforms, and it just became messages all the time. I just can't keep up with it. And I tried to join things on Discord as well, and I just can't keep up with it. Back in the day, I probably was better at it, but I just can't keep up with it now, and I'm not really inclined to, you know. I don't want to just wait, because the problem is when you reply to one message, someone replies already. So you've got 10 different messages to reply to, or message boards, or whatever you want us to call them. You reply to one of them, and someone replies to it straight away. So you've kind of, so you know, you can't keep up with it. You can't win. Is the gist of it. It's very difficult. Yeah, and I found it just too much. So obviously I've got my YouTube channel to do, Discord. I keep up with those two. I try and do Instagram as best I can, but you know, yeah, Instagram's a bit of a pain. Yeah, his phone's always silent. Yeah, my phone's always on silent. I never have it on. You know, I've never have it on Yeah, you can never hear my phone. I never have it with noise on, other than my alarm. My alarm is the only thing you can hear on my phone. Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't. Well, one of my it wasn't for it wasn't for my job. I would sell my smartphone, but one of those old early. But one of my friends actually has that. He refuses to buy. We always laugh at him actually, but really, I think he's probably got the right idea. But yeah, he never. He just has an old Nokia, whatever it is, or one of these really old phones. It's not a smartphone. He does find he does cheat a bit though. His wife has a smartphone, so he does use that. But so he does cheat because obviously there are some things in it like GPS and navigations and stuff. Yeah, it's one of those. So he does cheat a bit really. I think if he didn't have his wife's phone, he probably would need to have one. But yeah, it's one of those. But yeah, freedom, yes. Your phone's always on silent scam. Yeah, I have. Yeah, that as well. Yeah, that as well. I just don't like being on demand either anymore. I just really am a bit against it. Yeah, I'm just against being on demand. I just don't like. I just don't like being on demand. I don't like. I like to reply to people as if it's an email, not as if it's a conversation. So if someone sends me a text message or something, I like to reply when I'm ready. When not straight away. I don't want to get into a conversation because I'm doing something generally. I'm rarely not doing something, so I know some people sort of sit there and obviously will be quite active on the phone and things, but I'm generally doing something else, so either watching a program or editing a video or working or reading a book or playing a game, play some computer games. And generally I'm always doing something, so I'm not really there to be chatting. So I prefer it to be like an email, but a lot of people these days feel like it's a sort of just like a real-time chat, and I find that difficult really. I mean, if you've got multiple conversations going on, it's ridiculous. You just can't keep up with it. And I have some friends as well. One friend in particular who sort of basically, if you do reply with a message, they'll phone you, and like, well, I'm not, I'm not sort of, I'm not there for sort of, I'm not. I was literally doing something else, you know what I mean? And I think in the old days, phoning used to be a bit different. People used to phone you, and it was quite. I don't know. You were there because it was quite rare that someone would phone you all the time. You speak to them for 10 minutes, then you'd go. But now I don't know. It's a bit different now. It just seems to be, yeah. Now there, Crypto, hope you're doing all right. Good to see you, by the way. Yeah, glad you could make. Well, yes, great to see you. Glad you could make it. Yeah, hope you're doing all right. And not really games night tonight. We were going to have one, but long story short is people were a bit busy having the tea, not here, ill, all sorts basically. So we just had a bit of a chat instead. So yeah. Good to see you, by the way, Crypt. Yes, how are you doing? Are you, are you enjoying the channel? Hopefully you are. We're just sort of moaning about modern technologies these at the moment. Yeah. I can't remember to what end really. What was the original thought? Was it? I can't remember now. Was it just me about my channel and things like this? Yeah, I think Alan was saying about doing a sort of like shopping vlogs or whatever. I don't know. Could do that really. I used to do it though with Stash Watch as well, but then, well, the problem is I've got Stash Watch as well. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know. Maybe I should do it. I don't know. Yes. Yeah, people not message us often because you had to pay for it. Yeah, this is it. Yeah, and even the internet as well back in the day. You had to pay. It wasn't, wasn't a monthly subscription. You had to pay by the minute. It was ridiculous. But yeah, yes, this is it. Yeah, this is it. I was watching a video actually. There's a YouTube channel, the 8-bit guy he's called, and he's basically quite a geeky guy. And he was saying back in the day, the old phone boxes and things, it was reliant on sound. So you could go to a phone. So basically, it wasn't the buttons you pressed as such. It was the noise they made. So if you sorry, I'll go back again. It was the noise of the coins you inserted made a noise basically to simulate how much money you'd put in. So if you could record that noise and just play it to the phone, it would make you would think that it would think that you'd put money in the phone basically. So you can't do it now, of course. It's that's why they changed to this digital version, because obviously people were working this out. But yeah, it was bizarre. You could literally play a tone to the phone and it would know how much money. You would think you'd put money in the phone. But he was saying that there was like what was going on there? He was saying there was like a sort of but there was a limit. So I think it was in the US where his instance was. And I think he was saying like if the phone thought you put in more than $200, it would notify the police. So you had to know these little quirks basically. Yeah, I do play video games. Yes, I'm not. I've got out of touch a bit lately because I don't know what it is. But yeah, I do play quite a few. Let's say I'm a bit out of touch at the moment. I've just not properly played any. I mean, I've been playing on some easy ones like Stardew Valley and Animal Crossing and things like this. But I do quite like to play some more in-depth ones as well. But I haven't been lately because I've just not really had as much time, or I don't know. Yeah, I've just been doing other things. I play a lot of Magic the Gathering, Magic Arena. I play that quite a lot actually. So I do play that quite a bit. But yeah, and other things as well. I do like all games really, but things like say Cyberpunk, I've just not managed to. I've got it, and I mean to play. I've just not sort of. I don't know. Just never felt inclined to play it. I don't know. It's things like that really. So I need to sort of get into. I mean, how about you? Yeah, do you play many games? Yeah, I have to get into some. I'll say we do the games nights as well. We're trying to do, but they are sort of more casual games. Packing system says all time. Yes, well, this was the other thing as well because you could. I think the actual buttons as well made. I think it was the ringtone or something like that. I can't recall what it was now. What he said. But long story short is you could do things like at an airport. If you knew the tone, you could play. I think there was like a weird kazoo or something. You got free with like a whistle. I think it was. That you got free with like a cereal in the 70s or 80s, and basically it was the exact same tone that would cause all the phones at like in airports to hang up basically. So if you just went past and blew this little tone, it would hang up all the phones basically, and like airport, like all the public phones, because the way they worked is they would call like they would sort of like what they would do, because they were doing international calls generally, they would call a certain number, and then to make them so they could dial out to international hubs or what have you. And because of that, it meant they were susceptible to this flaw basically, and it was just a bit silly. And there was other things that you could basically do things like that. So if you had, it was all based on noise. So if you knew these noises, these tones, you could trick the phone into essentially letting you do things you shouldn't be able to do and getting calls for free. So there's like you'll see there's like I think it's on what's the film? That one, Matthew Broderick, War Games. There's like a scene on that where he's got this he's got like a computer hooked up calling all these numbers, and it's basically as part of that. So he could it's kind of this kind of thing, just ways of getting free calls basically. You'd be trying to call, I think you'd be trying to call a number until you found a fax machine or something like that. I can't quite recall what it was. When you found that fax machine or something like that, you knew the number was of a certain type, and you could use that number then to do other things, and it was quite interesting. Yes, it was reverse charger call. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it was, yeah. Well, me too, Scotty. I didn't know any of this stuff either. I wish I did, but how would you know, really? It's very, very crazy, especially back in the day as well, because no one had the internet and stuff back then. I think the internet sort of existed, but not really. So how would you know all these things? You'd only know it if you knew it, And I think this is what people like Steve Jobs and all these guys that work for Apple and Microsoft, Bill Gates, they started doing all this stuff, and that's kind of what they did. They just did all this sort of hacking stuff, and that's kind of how they got to know lots of computers and stuff like this. I mean, well, I'm just generalizing now. I don't know if specifically they did that, but So you know what I mean. I'm just generalizing. People like them, though, who just got into it by just finding out what computers could do and things at the time. And of course, it was very complicated back in the day. You didn't have, like nowadays. When you write a game and stuff, all the libraries generally are there for you. So, for instance, if you want to create like, let's say, you see all these game engines like Frostbite and Unity, and well, I don't think Unity is a game engine actually, but you see all these game engines like Havoc and stuff, and basically they have all the stuff done for you. So, for instance, if you need to, you don't need to create the physics. Like, say, for instance, like the physics that your character when he jumps off a cliff, it will the speed he'll descend at and stuff. That's all done for you. You can alter it, but it's generally done. All like the maps and stuff. But like back in the day, in the in the 80s, 70s, 80s, even the 90s, you had to do this every time for your game. So the programmers were very clever back in the day, and you also had to work with lots of limited memory and stuff like this. Your computers were very limited; they couldn't do lots of things. So you had to manipulate them to make them work more extreme, and that's why a lot of the coders were very good back in the day. That's why Britain as well had lots of good coders, because we were making games for systems like the Amiga and the Spectrum and stuff like this, and which required all this, and the Commodore 64 and stuff like that. So it's why the games industry in the UK was quite big. So you had people like Rockstar who make Grand Theft Auto and all these other companies, and lots of them have been have come and gone now, really. But back in the 90s, when there was loads of them. So yeah, so it was interesting because of all that sort of. I remember there's a guy I used to work with, and he'd made a game once, and he actually got published, for the Amiga as well. And he was saying he had to really, you were talking like working in sort of, machine code and stuff like this. It wasn't just sort of typing in. It wasn't even in the higher level programming languages. It was. So yeah, it's crazy to do all the stuff. Madness. Madness. What they had to do. I can't even comprehend it. So interesting, really. Yeah. So I'd say that's kind of why you had all these sort of lots of British games companies that were quite big in the 90s. Lots of for the PlayStation, the original PlayStation. Lots of the companies were for UK. Like Wipeout was a UK company made that. I say Grand Theft Auto UK company. Quite a lot of them, and even after then, all the other games that came out, quite a lot of them were made by UK companies. But they all sort of, as they got bought up or whatever after a period of time, but still have quite a bit of a games industry in the UK now. That's where it all came from. Yeah, interesting one. Yeah, sorry, got Dagger, don't know what was going on about there. Yeah, just going on about geeky stuff. Sorry about that. Yeah, it's not interesting one there, but yeah, there we go. Yeah, so as I say, just quite interesting one. Would like to sort of, these days it'd be nice. That's why it's quite difficult to make games on your own these days, because back in the day you just had like block graphics, didn't you? You didn't really have to be a graphic designer, but nowadays you generally do. But you can just employ someone to draw the graphics for you. But some guys do it themselves, but it takes time to do it. So yeah. It's not easy these days, but back in the day it was quite a lot more straight, a lot more likely that you could just make a game yourself. But nowadays it's very difficult. But some people do it, like Stardew Valley. The guy who made that's just one guy. He did it all himself, and he did a very good job of it actually. And I think there's some other games, some other indie games as well. But it's very rare to get a big, full budget game made by just one person or two people these days. I think it's happened in a couple of instances, but not many. What's the other game that came out recently where it's just one guy did? I can't recall now. There's one. I think just one guy did it, and it was quite a big. It was almost like a sort of, very like a AAA game, but I can't think what it was. Not sure now. Yeah, I don't know. But again, he probably had like games engines to work with and stuff like that. So there we go. But yeah, there we are, guys. Yeah, a bit of an interesting one today. Yeah, so we didn't really do the games though. We did have a bit of a chat though. A good chat really. Been chatting about an hour now, so it's an interesting one. So maybe that's something we could do. But again, it's one of those. I'm not sure. So I think what I'll probably do from now on in, maybe we'll try and do the games nights again, but probably we'll have to sort of make sure we've got 3 or 4 people who can definitely do it, or get to the point where we've got so many subscribers or people on Discord who are available basically. I think that's probably what we're going to have to do. So I might try and do some, as I say, just some pre-recorded lives at a premiere, so I can be here in the chat, with you as well, stuff like that. Might try and do that really. So we'll see. We'll see what to do. It's like I was saying before, it's just one of those where with the, the games nights, is it sort of, do people want to sort of, play games on my channel? I don't really know. But as I say, I'm trying to sort of make it a bit more about the community and things. So there is a means to an end with that one. But it's just, you can't expect everyone to be available all the time, and that's the problem when the community is quite small. When it's bigger, I think it'll be more of a thing that can go ahead quite frequently. Yeah, thanks, Scotty. Yeah, it's been good to chat to you. Yeah, good to chat to you. And you, Joe, and QP's good. AP there, QP as well. And Alan, of course, still around. Oh, thanks so much, Joe. Yeah, it's been nice to have a chat to you all. An interesting one. As I say, I don't know. It's one of those. I think I do look back every second Friday. What I'm doing on the other second Friday, I don't know yet. It might just rotate. I'm not sure. I don't really know. So we'll see, but we'll work something out. That's for sure. I'm sure we will do. It's just one of those, isn't it? But yeah, it's been good to chat to you all. Anyway, as I said, it's been nice. Good to see you as well. Oh, and ASMR as well. Good to see you as well, of course. But yeah, we'll see. Next Friday will be a look back, I think. I might try and make that so I can do it as a premiere. It's just it takes so long to do. It's one of those, very difficult, but I'll see what I can do. I'll try and do that if I can. Oh yeah, I've got to do the top chocolates of there we go, something. The top chocolates of 2021 as well. I need to do that. I was meant to do that this week really, as in do it, but yes, that's something that'll be coming up soon. So I might do that as I don't know. I'll probably do top 50 Yeah, probably. Well, we'll see. Actually, I'll look back at how I did it for 2020, and I'll do the same format. I don't know if I did just the top 20 or not, and then split it into 4 videos or something. I'm not sure. I did it in one video. I don't really know what I did, so I'll look at that anyway and see what's going on there. Yeah, I'll take care, Alan. Yeah, great to see you, Alan. Yeah, it's great to see you all. And yeah, sorry about the emojis not working, but maybe they'll work for next time. So we'll give it a try. We'll give it a go. And you missed the opening for tune to the premieres. You'll have to get those started again, Scotty. Yeah, I'll have to do that again. And the problem was I just couldn't keep doing, tier videos because there was only so many you could do. So, it's one of those. But yeah, I think I'll try and start doing premieres again because it can be in the chat and things like this. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see. I'll probably rotate. I think I'll just see what happens. I think I'll just rotate it. Do a games night every now and again when it seems a good time to do it. This, that, and the other. No, I think. Oh yeah, there we go. Yes, it's just the games thing at the back went off. Yeah. So we'll see what happens there. I'll do it. I'll play it by ear. I think it's the gist of it. But yeah, we'll see. Hopefully, hear that tune again soon. If YouTube still do it. All right, guys. Well, it'd be great to chat to you all. Yeah, thanks for a nice chat. Good to see you all again. Hope you're doing all right. Hope you're having a good start to 2022. Can't believe it's 2022. I'll look into doing the top chocks of all time. Well, top chocks of 2021. I want to do an all-time one again, but it kind of means me having to do 3 or 4 years worth as well, because in order to find out what the best ones were of those years, and it's just going to take time. So I don't know. I'm not sure what to do about that. I'll have a think on, I think, is the gist of it. Yeah, I'll have a think on. I don't know. I'm not sure what to do about that. So we'll see. Maybe I'll just sort of be selective and pick a few that I know were good and then put them all into one. And then, maybe that's the best bet to do that rather than make it too complicated. All right, guys. Well, hope you have a good evening. Great to see you all, as I say. Hope to see you in Discord. I know, Joe, you've gone away from all the social medias and stuff. But if you ever do come back to it, it'd be great to see you in Discord. It really would. Yeah, hopefully, Alan, one day you'll work out the games nights as well, Alan. But don't worry, if you don't want to do it, you don't feel you have to just say you don't want to do it. It's no problem. I don't expect you to do it. So, yeah. But yeah, thanks everyone, guys. Hope you all have a lovely evening, lovely weekend. Look back will be next week, as I say. I'll try and do it as a premiere if I can. So hopefully, it'll be there live in the chat with you all. We'll see what we can do. Actually, I don't know. I'll see if I can do where I can actually be live in person, so you can see me as I do it. I'll try and work out if I can do that. So what I could do is I could play it on my screen. I'll work that out. I'll see if I can do something. I'll see if I can do something on those lines. So it'd be a bit better if I could do that. So probably, I'm sure it's possible. So I'll try and work that out. All right, guys. Well, have a great weekend. Thanks so much again. I said there's a 6-second delay between myself chatting and this, that, and the other. So if you say something, I might have already gone by the time I see it, basically, is the gist of it. So do apologise. It's not that I'm ignoring you. But have a great weekend. As I said, there's a live tomorrow. Probably be the Canada special. Check that out. There's a poll for it. So check on what you want to vote. I'll publish it tomorrow morning. So we'll see you for that, hopefully. And Sunday there'll be exclusive for members as well. Don't forget that also. If you're a member, there's an exclusive review. If you're a bronze member above, you can see that. So, yes. All right, thanks so much, guys. Take care. Have a great weekend. I'll see you hopefully tomorrow. Bye for now. See ya.